What's happening, folks? Mitch Smith here to show you how to play Your Love from the Outfield. Nice 80s classic. So we're in the key of E with this. So our root chord is going to be E. We're going to go to the relative minor, which is C sharp minor. Drop it down one more to B. Okay. Now something to remember on this, the pick pattern is accent, muted, muted. Okay, bum, bum, bum. And it does that throughout the progression. Now it's spread over two chords, so one measure is, see how that works? And then your last tick of that measure is there. Okay? And then so this next measure, the way it falls is the accents are opposite. Okay? Alright, you might want to stop the video, try that a few times. Then when you get to B, you go the full two measures doing that pattern. And back up and do it again. Okay, now the chorus, basically the first half of the chorus replaces this E with an open A. That simple. This time, the second half of the chorus, swap the C sharp minor and the A. Alright? So the entire chorus is going to go like this. Okay, then the drums and the band comes in, it does it all again. This time, when it comes to the chorus, there's a second guitar. Let me get my sound adjusted to that guitar. Okay, a second guitar that when it comes to the chorus and we have A, C sharp, B, C sharp, A, B, they're doing open string chords, and what they're doing is an A suspended 2, which is basically an A chord with your first and second string open. We carry that idea through the rest of the chords. When you hit this C sharp, make it this way with these three fingers so that you can still keep your first and second string open. Same thing on the B. Now you may have been taught to make an A suspended 2 like this, and that is actually easier to make that chord, but then transitioning to these other chords for me is a little tricky. So what I like to do is go ahead and use these two fingers there. So I just have to move them. So I don't get any unwanted open strings in there the whole time I'm actually pressing notes, because if I accidentally hit, then that's going to sound crappy. So now for the bridge, or the guitar solo. And we're going to temporarily change key to the key of D. But we're not going to use a D, we're just going to use a G and an A, which would be the 4 and the 5 chord in the key of D. So we're going to go... And go ahead and use full major chords on that. Now the solo is actually a harmony. Let's get this. All right. So what I would call the actual melody of the solo, we're going to start here on D. That note's a D right there. 3rd fret, 2nd string. So we go up the first 3 degrees in that D major scale, drop to the 7th, to the, what would that be, the 5th, yeah, and bring it back up. So. This time, take it a step further. Okay, so the harmony to that is going to actually come below it. We're going to start on the 3rd string, 4th fret, which would be B, which is also part of a, it's part of the D major scale, but it's also part of the G chord that you're on right there. So we're just going to come up like this. And it just repeats that. So it's 4, 6, 7, 6, 4, 2, and come below it. Take it one more up to 9. And when I say one more, I mean one more scale degree, not one more fret, because we're still in that D major scale right there. So when you hear those together, let's see if I can do this real quick. Yeah, check this out. And what I like to do is, if I can, use one finger to do all that, because that brings you a little bit closer to the idea of a slide guitar, which makes your harmony a lot smoother. So the rest of the bridge just continues that G and A sequence. Try to stop my hands from shaking. The song in my mind's not making sense. So long since we've been all alone. Get out of the way, I'm feeling. Then you're back into the verse, the main riff, whatever you want to call it. And so it goes through that again, another verse and another chorus. And at the end, what I would call the outro, or a little vamp, we're going to do this. We're going to just do the C sharp minor. And you might want to open that up some instead of, you want it to open up long notes. Vamps, does that over and over, and of course that clean guitar is still hitting that. Now what the lead guitar is doing, now we said we're in the key of E major, right? Which is also C sharp minor if you think about the relative minor. So if you think about your pentatonic scale in major form in E, we're going to use the pinky at the 12th fret. Or consequently, if it helps you mentally, it's from C sharp. And I guess technically at this point it is C sharp minor because that vamp is. Okay, so what we're going to do is straight out of that position, we're just going to play a few notes of it. I'm going to plant this pinky right here, 12th fret, 2nd string. I'm going to plant this one at the 9th fret, 3rd string, and this one is going to be the one doing the work. So. Okay, so real simple thing, but what makes it cool is the chord progression changing behind it. So let's listen to that here. So those are the pieces to Your Love by the Outfield. And that last little thing, of course, that's a lead thing going on. So there may be some variation to that as you listen to the song. There's vocal improv happening over top of it. The whole band is kind of just full on improving on that. So the best I could hear, that's the sequence that makes the most sense. Now you could obviously do a ripping solo right there, whatever. Not sure the song really calls for that, but you could out of this pentatonic scale. So hopefully this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please give me a like and follow my page for plenty more good videos like this. Thanks. Keep rocking.